guys, today I am doing a basic here's some books that I would like to get to this year. This is not a these books will self-destruct. This is not a I need to get to these by the end of the year. This is just this is some books that I have had on my shelves for a while, and for everything that I've heard or everything that is about me tells me that I should really enjoy these, and I've not picked them up, so we're going to go through them. Some of them are books that I've had for a long time, some of them are books that I've not had for ages, for very long at all, and some are just like I've heard some really amazing things about them and I just kind of like feel like I should pick them up. I will also preface this with I don't know everything about these books. I like to go into books quite blind, so I do not know too much about them. So we're going to start off with Parasite by Myra Grant. First off, this cover is beautiful. I love how simple this cover is. But this is by Myra Grant, or you might know her as Shawnee Maguire. But I loved the Newsflash series by Myra Grant. That is a zombie series, and I also just read Into the Drowning Deep, which I absolutely adored, and I've not read this series and I've had this on my shelf for ages. I keep trying to read it and I keep on like getting stuck, and I feel as if I need to kind of like really give it a good shot. So this is essentially a book about where we now, like the human race, have these parasites that keep us healthy. So we willingly take them, and they kind of like make sure that we aren't ill and things like that. And then something starts to go wrong with the parasites and the world starts to shift. And that's all I know about it. I don't know too much about it. We follow a character who was in an accident prior to the book, and I didn't get far enough to know exactly what happens, but I want to read this. I have book 2 as well, and I should get book 3. But I'm really excited because, like I said, I've really enjoyed Myra Grant's other books, so hopefully I'll love this. The next book that I've wanted to read for a very, very long time. I love everything that I've read by this author, and I'm really sad I haven't got to it, and that is Yellowface by R.F. Kuang, or Rebecca F. Kuang as it is known on this one. This is, I don't need to explain this. I think this one is quite well documented, and yeah, I really want to read this. I think it's going to be really interesting. I really love how R.F. Kuang writes. I love Babel. I love the Poppy War. I'm very excited to get to Yellowface. The next book, I don't know if I'm going to love this or not, but I'm trying to get into more sci-fi because I feel like I read a lot of fantasy but not a lot of sci-fi, and I feel like I should kind of rectify that. So I want to read The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet by Becky Chambers. I know that this is essentially character heavy in space, and I'm really, really curious to see what it's like. I don't really know anything else about it, and I don't really want to know anything else about it, so I'm going to keep it like that. My next book is one that got a lot of hype not long ago on BookTube, and it is a middle grade, which is probably why I haven't read it, because I don't read middle grades very often. But that's Mari and the Night Brothers. Like, first off, you can't see this, but not very well, but that's sparkly. Like, this is a stunning copy. I've heard incredible things about this book, and I've just never picked it up, and I feel like I should. And I have the audiobook, and I just haven't picked it up because I don't reach for middle grade very often. I have very, very few middle grades on my shelves, and yeah, but I've heard some incredible things about this, and I feel like I should read it. The next book was something that I picked up like on a whim, and it sounded really good, and I'm really, really curious to read it, but I think I'm a bit anxious about it because it's quite like high fantasy, but it sounds really cool. Oh, it was only first published in like 2019, so it's not like super ages ago, but that is The Gutter Prayer by Gareth Hanrahan. Sorry if I've mispronounced that. I saw this on, I got told about this by a bookseller. I got talked about this by a bookseller, and I got sucked into it. It looks like sorcerers and thieves and cool things, and like the cover's pretty, and I hope I really enjoy it, but I really want to read it and I haven't, and that is a shame because I feel like I'm going to really, really love it. I just think I need to kind of like give it a chance. and I don't read a lot of like heavy fantasy. So I feel like I need to kind of give it a chance. The next book I've had on my TBR for a long time, and I've just never kind of read it. I don't even think I know what this is about. I just have heard people talk about it, and that is the Bor Shard Daughter. I know it is about the emperor who has like magical powers to do with bone shards, and I don't really know a lot else about it. It might be sapphic, potentially not. I don't know what this is about, but I keep on looking at it and being like, I should read that, and then I haven't. So I need to get to it. I really need to get to it. The final book, I have read a bit of this and I loved it from starting this book, and I put it down because I needed to pick other things up at the time, and I'm really gutted because I haven't picked it up since. But when I started this book, I was immediately hooked, and I have like all of this author's work, so I need to read it. And that is The Final Strife by Sarah L. Arifi. This was incredible. What I read of it, I really enjoyed, and I'm really hoping that I love it. But yeah, I think I read like a chapter or two, or like a couple of chapters at least. Maybe like 5 chapters, and I really enjoyed it, and I just need to kind of get back onto it because I'm rubbish and I need to read it. And that is everything. I know I said that I was going to start doing more like other things, but I'm not knitting at the moment. I'm not crocheting at the moment. I'm not embroidering at the moment. I've not been writing. There's nothing that I can do in that sense, so I'm kind of just talking about books because I'm doing a lot of reading. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you've read any of these books and you recommend them, please let me know down below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye guys.